My name is Denise Elam Dow. I'm a music educator, an author, speaker, and proud volunteer for the Alzheimer's Association in St. Louis. I'd like to tell you about an amazing and powerful opportunity to help people in your own community. But first, a brief story. My grandma Sarah was a brilliant woman, a nurse, and loved helping people. She was also an outstanding pianist, violinist, and sang with a beautiful soprano voice. At the turn of the century, my grandmother began her struggles with simple functioning tests by balancing her checkbook. Testing soon proved the diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease, and the memories of her entire existence began to fade. While visiting her at the hospital in 2009, I made every attempt to initiate a response. For over 5 minutes, from speaking louder to patting and massaging her hands, but nothing worked. The only thing I had left was music, so I started singing Judy Garland's Dreamland. Within moments, she slowly turned her head toward the sound of my voice, gradually opened her eyes, and then she attempted to utter the lyrics. I was shocked, and fighting through the initial tears of my revelation, I kept singing everything I could from the 1930s and 40s. It was a beautiful experience, but how did I miss that music was this powerful? Well, researchers are still unlocking the answers. The medial prefrontal cortex is one of the last portions of the brain consumed by Alzheimer's. And when familiar music is presented, it has the power to bridge the gap to autobiographical information. When words and all else fails, music speaks. Research tells us that learning music is unlike any other activity, and that it causes synapses to fire in both hemispheres and in all regions and nearly every subsystem of the brain. When we provide those with Alzheimer's the opportunity to hear music, we are providing an emotional gateway to lucidity. With 5.4 million people diagnosed with Alzheimer's in the US alone, and projections set to triple over the next 20 years, the likelihood of you being affected by this disease in some way is alarming. This is the only cause of death in the top 10, with no means for slowing down progression, no prevention, nor treatments. While we wait for researchers to find more answers, I want to ask you to join our mission by sharing your musical talents. Pick a date in the spring to take prepared solos and small ensembles to a local assisted living facility and witness the impact of your musical gifts in honor of the Alzheimer's Association's The Longest Day. The Longest Day campaign focuses on honoring all those afflicted with Alzheimer's and their caregivers who give of their time 24/7 with a dedicated day of activities. Typically, these activities are scheduled around the summer solstice in June, but in order for school participation to be at a peak for festivals, we felt springtime was best. Please visit alz.org to find our team, Musicians for Memories, and become a participant today. Directors, allow us to help make arrangements for your selected performance date and encourage everyone to visit and share our team page in the YouTube description below. Through your support via social media, we can make this yearly endeavor a mission of music service learning and awareness, where schools, universities, and musicians unite to share their gifts all over the world. Thank you for your time and for sharing your musical gifts with those who need it the most. You are making a difference.